Hey guys, it's Reverend here, about to show you our faction server that we just been creating. It's been taking a while. It's probably taken us about maybe a good month just to set everything up, all the plugins we had to go through and whatnot, and all the details and everything that we're just trying to piece together here. This server isn't entirely done. It's not even nearly close to done to where I want it to be. As you can see, my partner in crime is not here with me today for this video, for he could not be here to record it with me. So I did it by myself, and I'm just going to show you guys around a little bit on the server and show you guys what we have to offer, what's in store, and hopefully you guys will like the server, and we would love for you to come and join and play with us and everything, and just have a great time. So since he's not here today, I got this rose in my hand right there, and it's kind of like a death kind of thing. So kind of what you do when someone dies, you throw a flower on their grave, right? Well, there you go. That's it's for my buddy Vieric right there. If he's watching this out there, I'm sure he'll get a kick out of that. So alright, anyways, let's just let's start this off, shall we? So if we come right over here, this is the entrance of our main castle. I mean, I know it's not that big, but I mean it's a decent size to start off with what our server has at the moment. We're gonna expand this for sure. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm thinking about right now. So here's the entrance to it. We're going to come in here, and you can see that there's it's a bunch of vines just all over. It kind of just gives it, like, you know, that old look, like it's been here for a while kind of thing. And then you walk in here, and boom, here's this big this tower. And this is kind of the main base, the whole thing that we've kind of just based the whole server around is this tower right here. This kind of what you guys are going to see. So we're going to come right around here, and we'll show you the spawn area. And so most of the time, at the start, you guys are going to start right here. You're going to see the wall. You got the donate wall and everything, where you guys could follow us and all that stuff. And this whole thing is just going to get you started on what you need to do to start off in the faction server. So what you do is you'd come right over here, and you'd enter the Haberty Castle Tower. That's what it is. This is the Castle of Haberty. I know it's a weird name. It's just a spite name. I just came up with that just out of nowhere. And then you guys will go through the whole tutorial and everything. I'm not gonna do that. This is not a tutorial-based video for you guys. So I'm just showing you guys around. But here we go. We got the moderators wall, and right now I only have just me and Vieric, so this is just us two. At the moment, I do have another moderator that I'm going to put up. He's our first moderator. He's going to help us with the server as well while we get through it. And then as you progress up the tower, there is more to the tutorial and touch base, stuff like that. So there's like enchantment tables and everything. So anyways, the only thing that's kind of different from other faction servers that usually you'll have on faction servers, you'll have one shop, just one big massive shop. In here we do have one starting shop, but that's what you start off with. You can't really sell any items here. You can all you can really do is just kind of just buy them as your starting items. But there's throughout the world, there's actually shops that you can go to, and you can actually sell items and you can get money that way. So there is economy, and vault is in here, so you guys, there's a whole economy based thing. So there's a system, there's dollar system on here, so which I think is awesome. It's cool. They integrate that into the whole server and whatnot. So if you guys come over here, there's a bunch of houses. These are going to be shops. Most of the times these are going to be shops. There's a bunch of them, so you guys can choose from which ones you want to go into and spend money on and whatnot. So right here we got the Captain Keys Blacksmith. You can go in here, and there's Captain Keys right there. He's a weird-looking fellow, that's for sure. But as you can see off to our left, there's a shop right here that's got, you know, if you can right-click on something to buy it, and it'll say that you can buy that for $5. These are gonna change. These aren't set in stone yet. And you can also sell it if you left-click for $3. So I mean, if you got coal and you had that in your inventory, you could sell all that coal for $3 a piece. So you'd be making money off of that. And then, you know, you got your iron ingots, gold ingots, and whatnot. And here you go, you got more TNT furnace. Big item right there is the enchantment table that definitely is not cheap at $50,000. So that's good. We'll get that done there. And then, you know, I'm not gonna spend time and go through all these shops, but you got Mikhail's Armory right there. Obviously, where you could buy your armor and stuff, and I think it's just a good, you know, it's a good idea. So not a lot of faction servers have it. Ours does. So it's really cool. And here you go is Artemis's Alchemy shop right there. That's gonna have all your potions and whatnot in it. So all right, so enough of that. Let's get into creative here, and we'll fly up a little bit so you guys can kind of see. So this is kind of the big layout here. In the back you see God Wars. We'll talk about that more in a little bit. But yeah, you see we got some houses. It's kind of more like a civilized feel to it, and we're gonna expand that off here to the right. And also a little more to the left. We'll also make some videos for that too. And that tower is pretty large. So you can see kind of the whole landscape going around here. Here's our first town that we're in development of right now, and it's called Ellipsis. It's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be a smaller town, but there's gonna be secret shops of these smaller towns that you guys are gonna want to visit. Some of them in safe zones, some of them not. So it's gonna get interesting. And then over here to our right, as you can see, is a castle. Now this is one of the many factions castles that you guys can go to, and with your factions you can actually go and you can claim these castles as your own. Now there are 4 of them at the moment, and those 4 are for the factions alone. And you guys can come in here. Once you claim it, this is all yours right here. All that is in here is set in stone for you guys once you guys claim it. But the thing is, if a faction has a higher power level than you guys, they can claim it. They can literally go in there and claim it for themselves. So that's why you guys want to have a faction that's always on here all the time. Because then that way you can guard it. And if you see someone coming up that you can go ahead and try and, you know, kill them or whatever. And like that's kind of the whole main thing of the faction service, is to take land and claim it for your own, and then just get more powerful. Just get more powerful as you walk through and everything. So like I said, there's 4 of those, and they'll be spread out all across here. So far they're really in tight at the moment. Oop, didn't need that. So they're in tight at the moment, but we're getting more. We're gonna have more castles as they progress, and if this could render just a little bit, you'll see another one. They're pretty much just mirror images of each other, exactly the same, but some are farther. And you can see there's mobs over here. So this is it's almost more of a danger zone. That's another thing. You're going to be protecting your castle from mobs potentially as you go through this. They won't be able to destroy your castle like a creeper. If a creeper came up on you and, you know, exploded, it's in a war zone. You can't destroy the ground beneath you or anything unless you have captured it. If you guys have claimed it, then that is yours. Then you guys will be able to build on top of it and whatever. So I'm gonna try and see if we can get that mob level maybe down a little lower, because at the moment that's that's quite a lot of mob spawns. So, and here we're in right now we're in the PvP zone. So all this is PvP here at the moment. And then if you guys just follow the roads, there's usually that'll either lead you to a specified town or faction castles, so it's a lot easier for you guys to find it without just walking around and all that good stuff. Another thing that our faction server gives that most don't is that right away when you get on a faction server, you get kits, and then you get out of the mainstay where you guys are at, and then right away you're in PvP, and people can just sit there and they can kill you. Well, that's not how ours is. We have a safe zone pretty much all around this castle until a little farther out. That way people can't really just sit there and take you out. They would have to be many of them just sitting here at the border of the war zone just to do it. But it's just better for anyone who is on here. So we're gonna, like I said, we got God Wars back here, which is one of our mini games, I guess you could call it, where literally it's gonna be God Wars. Like, this thing is gonna be crazy. So there's four different spots you can go on. Just at the moment it's blue, red, yellow, and green, but they're all going to specify different gods. And you'll be able to go in there. You can participate. You can be a spectator or whatever. And the thing is pretty much to kill the other players. It's a PvP based thing. You kill the other players, you win. You're gonna get the items. There's certain items, I'm not going to get in depth with it, but there's certain items that will be in the God Wars in the center that you guys are going to want to go for, because it'll make or break if you win or not. And those, there will be armor just given for you that will drop if you kill a player. You can take that, that's yours, and then you can go back, and after it's over you can sell it. But the thing is, the winner's the only one that's going to get that stuff, because if you die with someone else's stuff, you don't keep that stuff, you're just going to lose it all. So you kind of want to win that. But yeah, it's got a really cool feel to it, as you can see. I mean, from here it looks like a big coliseum. That's kind of the look we were going for. So alright, I got one last thing before I'm going to end this video, and it's care package. For those of you that want to join this server, just follow us on Twitter. We're sending messages to people to join our server. We're giving them the IP address. So with that, whoever wants to do it is going to get a rare care package for themselves. We'll send it to you when you get on the server. When you guys make a home or something, just let us know. We'll give you the care package. So here's a care package, and what will happen is usually it'll be in your inventory, so it'll be like this. And as you can see, when it pops up rare care package right there. And once you set that down, whatever is inside it, that's your stuff. So I mean, look at this. Like, this isn't what's just going to come with it. These are some of the things that can come with it. So you see that we got diamond boots with proc 4, which is good, and then a gold chestplate, also proc 4, and you got golden sword. And here's a spawn creeper egg. You can have a creeper egg. This would be great for raids or anything, or you could even sell it. It's 1.5 million in the shop, so that's 1.5 million you didn't have before. So, and then 5 TNT as well. And you can see it says rare care package, and they'll range from ultra rare, rare, normal, and so forth. So there's that. And then the last thing I want to talk about is the first class that you could pretty much start in the faction server world is the assassin class, or headhunter as we call it. So if you go right over here over into ellipses, we have the headhunter's tavern, And this is where those that want to start a bounty can do it. This is pretty much a bounty system. So what's going to happen is there will be a moderator in there, and you'll just come up to them, and they will randomly assign you to a bounty. So you will get the bounty. It will say the person's name that you're going to look for. You have a 50-50% chance. Everyone has a 50-50% chance of taking someone's head off or decapitating them when in battle, when in PvP. So that's going to be the tough part. So you have 50-50% chance that you're going to behead them. Once you get their head, you have to successfully come back here, bring it back to the moderator, and they will verify that it is their head that they were looking for. And then, get out of here. And so anyways, you'd bring that back in here. They'd set it up on the wall. You'd get your reward. More than likely, it's a generous reward. So you guys are probably going to want to do that. So, all right, yeah, it's kind of our base right now. So, I mean, this is cool. To be honest, I like it. I've been playing it for a while just to see how everything's gonna work and what I need to work on and all this stuff. So yeah, so that's kind of the touch base right there. So I told you I was gonna release a video. I did it. We've been waiting for it's been too long since we released a video since our way last server. So this is our new service, a bucket server. So it's a lot better. But so yeah. Thanks you guys for watching. Sucks that Veer couldn't be here, but he'll be here for the next video. I can guarantee you that. So anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Pyre USA, and also follow us or like our videos and subscribe to us on The Real Effin' Deal on YouTube, or you could just search Pyre USA and you guys will find us that way as well. Thank you very much.